Welcome once again to NewsCrap, and yes, we are still struggling to hunt down many BS stories that are confirmed to be scamming people thanks to Facebook's supposedly foolproof new filtering system. But, as the late Douglas Adams said, the problem with designing something completely foolproof is underestimating complete fools. So yes, a few have slipped through the cracks, such as... Oh, National Report, you do know what buttons to push to get everyone in a frenzy. How do you get people worked up in a time when marijuana is becoming legal in state after state? Fabricate a completely heart-wrenching story about a poor soul named Tommy Gibbs and how doing marijuana dabs destroyed his life, putting up the headline, "Marijuana Dabs Proven to Cause Irreversible Brain Damage." I guess anyone who posted this might have been doing the dabs themselves because their brains were too damaged for them to do research. Like the name Tommy Gibbs. Yeah, they took that name from a character in a 1973 blaxploitation film called Black Caesar. Now, I'm not here to either promote or condemn marijuana use or any other drug use for that matter. But when you fall for a story that a 1990s drug PSA movie would say is too ham-fisted, maybe you need to check what you've been taking. Now, we haven't been able to prove that anyone has fallen for anything from them recently, but let's check out our old friends at Empire News and see one of their big stories. Fox News announces merger with Comedy Central. Okay, so this would be a news station that doesn't show news merging with a comedy station that isn't funny. If this wasn't from Empire News, I might actually believe it. But then again, who am I kidding? Fox News is probably just as reliable as Empire News. But our biggest one tonight, the absolute coup de grace, stories that will get the moral authority declaring the end of humanity. Miley Cyrus burns Bible on stage. And oh yes, this thing got spread on Facebook. Why? Because Miley is the person most likely to get people's panties in a bunch outside of the Kardashians. Let's take an excerpt from this story that Bible thumpers actually bought hook, line, and sinker. In an opening act for her recent concert at the Staples Center in Los Angeles, Cyrus walked out onto the stage and held the Bible out to the crowd saying, "Here's a tribute to all you Jesus lovers out there." She then set the pages on fire and yelled, "Hillary 16," before dropping the book to the ground. As the music started, Cyrus began to sing while squatting over the burning Bible and performing a sexually provocative dance with repetitive thrusting hip movements called twerking. A few moments later, the stage went dark, lit up by only two large inverted red crosses, usually associated with satanic worship. Cyrus began to dance around a large phallic object, using it as a stripper pole while removing parts of her clothing. At that point, about 1/5 of her audience got up and left the concert, telling MTV reporters in the lobby that the display was extremely offensive and they didn't feel comfortable remaining in that environment. Okay, that last line should have been the dead giveaway. When the hell has MTV ever had reporters? Or cared about music for that matter? Let me inform you all that this came from a website that has this image on it. Joseph Stalin's head. I think it's him, but I could be wrong. But I know it's superimposed on a picture of Maxwell Smart. Or did the commies actually invent the shoe phone? If you actually fell for this, I've got some great riverfront property in Dallas for you. Damn you, flooding rains, you take away all my good jokes. Anyway, I'm Rowdy C, and remember, if you saw it on the internet, it must